We would like to introduce a project on reducing electricity consumption in USM classroom. As students, we often notice that after classroom ends, the lights and air conditioning are still left on even when the classroom are empty. This happens in many teaching buildings and over time leads to significant electricity waste and high carbon emission. To address this issue, we propose a smart classroom energy automation system. Using motion sensors and automatic timers, the system can detect whether classroom is occupied and automatically switch off the lights and air conditioning when no one is inside. This helps reduce energy waste while keeping the learning environment comfortable for students and lecturers.
First, our group discussed several project ideas. After discussion and voting, we shortlisted three options. The first option is the smart classroom automation system. The second option is the solar-powered study area. The third option is the energy-saving hotels upgrade. These options all focused on energy saving and the sustainability. To use the most suitable project, we use three criteria. The first criterion is relevance. This means how well the project matches USM's sustainability goals. The second criterion is feasibility. We check if the project can be completed within 6 months and the budget. The third criterion is scalability. This looks at whether the project can be expanded in the future. Each option was scored from 1 to 5 by group consensus. Based on the scoring result, the Smart Classroom Automation System received the highest total score. It scored very high in relevance because it directly reduces energy waste in classroom. It is also feasible within the given budget and time. In addition, the system is highly scalable and can be replicated in other classrooms. Therefore, our group selected the Smart Classroom Automation System as the final project. After selecting the project, we clearly find the project scope. This project focuses only on the selected pilot classrooms. Motion sensors and timers will be installed to control lights and air conditioners. Electricity consumption data will be collected before and after implementation. Large-scale campus installation is not included at this stage. There are several key constraints in this project. The project must be completed within 6 months. The total cost cannot exceed 50,000 ringgit. For acceptance, the system must operate reliably in all applied classrooms. Energy consumption should decrease after installation. Most teachers and students should find the system easy to use. This slide shows our project priority matrix. In this project, time and cost are treated as constraints. First, time is constrained because the project must be completed within 6 months. This includes installation, testing, and evolution in the pilot classroom. Second, cost is also strained. The total budget is limited to 50,000 ringgit, so we must carefully control hardware selection and the number of pilot rooms. Within these constraints, our main priority is quality. We aim to enhance system reliability, user-friendliness, and measurable energy savings. These priority matters help us balance flexibility and impact through the project.
Hello everyone, this slide shows the work breakdown structure of the Smart Classroom Automation System. The WPS breaks the project into clear and manageable stages. from the start of the project to its final completion. Each level shows more detailed tasks, moving step by step from overall goals to specific actions. By organizing the project in this way, roles and the responsibilities become clear, and the technical work is better coordinated with management tasks. This also helps reduce the overall complexity of the system. In addition, the WBS provides a solid basis for scheduling, budgeting, and risk management. Overall, it helps make sure that all important tasks are included and that the project moves forward in an organized and controlled way. Now we take a look at this project timeline. It provides a clear overview of all project activities from initiation to closure, spanning approximately 25 weeks. On the left is the sequence of key tasks, and on the right are their corresponding durations. We can see the project follows a strict logical order, starting with requirement confirmation and technical design, moving to vendor procurement and installation, and concluding with testing, evaluation, and final reporting. This chart not only shows task dependencies. For example, design must be completed before installation, but also allows some tasks to proceed in parallel to improve efficiency. The approach is phased, ensuring system stability is verified before moving forward and integrates evaluation and feedback towards the end before formal project closure. This slide outlines the project's critical path. The critical path represents the sequence of essential tasks that directly determine the project's minimum completion time. It is crucial because any delay in these steps delays the entire project. Let's walk through it. It begins with confirming requirements and site selection, followed by core technical design and planning. It then moves to procurement, installation, and rigorous safety and functionality testing. Finally, it includes system adjustment, data analysis, stakeholder feedback, and project reporting. Understanding and managing this path is vital. It ensures we focus resources on the most important tasks, maintain logical progression between phases like design, installation, and validation, and ultimately deliver the project on time and effectively.
Hi everyone, for risk management, we focus on three main areas. First, technical. Since USM buildings are old, writing might be an issue, so we will do a strict seed survey first and install a manual override switches in case the system fails. Second, financial. To prevent going over the 15,000 ringgit budget, we set aside a 10% emergency fund. Third, operational. To avoid disrupting classes, we will only install on weekends. If we don't finish by Sunday, we will restore the old switches so classes can proceed as normal.
For my part, I will be presenting Section 5, Resource and Cost Planning. This section focuses on ensuring that the smart classroom automation system can be implemented effectively within the 6-month project timeline and 15,000 budget limit. The planning is designed to support a pilot implementation while maintaining feasibility, cost control, and efficient resource utilization. Resource planning for this project is divided into three main categories, which are human resources, material resources, and equipment. To keep costs under control, most team members engage on a part-time or task-based basis, including student, technical staff, and facility management personnel. Proper resource planning is essential to avoid shortage, delay, and unnecessary cost overrun during project execution. Human resources are required throughout the entire project lifecycle from planning and design to installation, testing, and evaluation. Key roles include the project manager, technical and installation team, as well as quality assure, survey, and documentation team. The total human resource cost is 33,000, which represents the largest portion of the project budget, but it is necessary to ensure smooth coordination, system quality, and successful project delivery. Material and equipment resources include motion sensor, control module, wiring, and installation accessory required for the automation system. All items are selected based on cost effectiveness, safety requirement, and compatibility with existing classroom infrastructure. The total cost for material and equipment is 11,000, with an additional contingency reserve 5,000 to cover unexpected expenses. This brings the overall budget cost to 49,000, which remain within the approval budget limit. To ensure effective cost monitoring, the project budget is distributed according to different project phase, forming a time phase cost baseline. Cost control measures include limiting the implementation to pilot classroom, maximizing the use of existing power infrastructure, and conducting regular cost performance review. Any cost deviation will be addressed through corrective action, such as resource reallocation or scope adjustment. In conclusion, this resource and cost planning approach ensure that the project is implemented in a controlled, efficient, and financially sustainable manner.
Next, for monitoring and evolution, our targets are clear. We aim for at least 20% emergent saving and 18% user satisfaction. To track this, we have two main tools. First, emergency logging. We have a strict rules. We must record 1 week of baseline data before we install anything. This let us prove the savings later. Second, user service. We will use Google Form to ask students if they feel comfortable with the new temperature. If we hit this target, the project is a success. Thank you.
To conclude, our project offers a simple and practical way to reduce electric waste in university classroom. By using motion sensors and automated timers, light and air conditioners are only operating when classrooms are in use. In plotted classroom, the system is expected to achieve around 20% energy savings, helping to lower energy cover and reduce carbon emissions. Most importantly, this project shows that improving campus sustainable do not require major renovation or high investment. With proper plan and project management, small automation solution can create meaningful impact and can be expanded across the campus in the future.